Hello again. Doesn't it seem like always I do all these videos from the driver's seat? Just so you know, I am paying attention to the road, which is why I'm not staring at my phone. And I'm okay, I'm safe. I'd love to say I don't take risks. My daughter would say, put that damn phone down right now. And yes, yeah. Anyway, bad me, slap my hands. Anyway, all that aside, because I know we've all got little bad habits. I will own this is one of mine, but I do have a cell phone holder that the phone sits in. I set it up and I just drive and talk. Behind the driver's wheel, I can relax. I look at all the beauty around me. I love it. I love driving. My brain processes, and it's a good time for me to think and blog or record thoughts, record things I'm working through, things like that. So anyway, here we go. I'm on my way back to the Sundance. Well, I shouldn't say back to. This is my third year going, so I'm on my way to Sundance yet again for my third year up in Wahpeton in Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. I am so excited. I learned last year that even though you're like, oh my gosh, what happened last year was so amazing, and don't expect amazing things to happen again, I've learned, you know what? Just be prepared for the unexpected. Go in with an open heart. Bring questions and things I'm praying on with me. And just be open to the experience, no matter what it has to show me. Because I will learn something new. Always. Spend 4 days fasting and praying and in ceremony, and you learn. Even if you're resistant to it, you learn. Anyway, so I'm on my way. I'm quite excited. Last year, as you know, I was going in a hurry. I had just graduated in Victoria, and I was crossing the country back to get there in time. This time, again, believe it or not, I was in Victoria, but for a play therapy conference. Excuse me. It was amazing to connect with other play therapists from across Canada and listen to different speakers. Some of the speakers I've had as trainers previously. I've even gone to them for private supervision. They're great. But they also brought in the keynote speakers for this event were utterly amazing. She was from Switzerland, Isabella, and he is from Italy, I believe Rome, Claudio, and the two of them do play therapy, and they are constantly called out to war-torn areas to do things. It is absolutely amazing. They go into places where they can only they can only be there for 20 days at a time, and then they have to go home because of the high conflict. They go into places where they don't even know if they're going to be safe, honestly. Let alone, how do the thought of, oh, we're going into a war-torn area, we're going to create safety for a child so that they can be themselves and work through trauma and feel safe and laugh and be a child again. Utterly amazing. And not only do they do that, they also teach the adults, the teachers, the parents, the caregivers in the region how to create those tiny little pockets of safe space for the children. And it's amazing because even those adults are living in that same trauma, and they kind of learn how to regulate themselves in this safe space so they can co-regulate with these children. So in that little bubble in the world, for that minute, the children can be children and be safe and play and express things and connect with another human being. Things as simple as touching and hugging and laughing with your teacher. You don't think you can do that in these areas because everyone's constantly on high alert. The work they've done is utterly amazing. Anyhow, I was so privileged to hear them talk and learn from them. I have so much more to explain because what little glimpses they provided us in the moments of their keynote speech are just drops in the ocean of knowledge they have. It helps me realize that I'm not the only one that will look at a situation and possibly in the moment go, oh my God, what can I possibly do to make any sort of difference in this? And then it's a matter of grounding myself, believing in myself, and taking a tiny step, just a tiny step, and being the best me I can be in that moment so that whoever I'm with, I can help ground them and be the best me I can be to be with them in that moment and help them just for that tiny moment get a reprieve from what is going on in the world outside of wherever we are. Hold space for them. Hold space for them to just for a second step away from everything and do what they need to do and let go and release and ideally calm their nervous system and breathe and remember they're going to be okay. Anyhow, off to Sundance, and my little guy Chandler, I have a new service dog. Last year my service dog was named Joey. We had some issues. He has been retired from service work, and a friend of mine is working with him right now. I am looking to rehome him. Beautiful little red Aussie. What is he? A red Merle, purebred mini Aussie, about 40 pounds, loving animal. Anyway, that aside, I am needing to rehome him for certain reasons, and anyone who's interested in meeting him, let's talk. He's beautiful. He is beautiful. And wherever he goes, I do want to stay in contact because if there are problems, if there are struggles, I want to help. I want to help. I want to be aware he's well taken care of. And basically, he's my responsibility. I adopted him. He is my responsibility. I am not giving up on him, but I'm not able to keep him in my home for a variety of reasons, which breaks my heart. Anyway, that's an aside. I have a little guy named Chandler. He was born in September, so he is 9 months old now. Oh my gosh, he is just a little spitfire. He is so sweet. Everyone who meets him loves him. He's working so hard to become my little service dog, but he barks at every animal he sees. I'm working with my trainers and soon a behaviorist. We're going to work on this so that we can get that out of him. But that's his biggest issue. He will not stop barking at other animals. But bonded and natural ability, if anxiety is spiking for me, he knows how to do the pressure therapy to help me calm, and vice versa. He is a very shy little guy, and there are certain things that startle him, and he's learning when he's startled to look to me for safety. And if I'm there to anchor him in safety and assure him it's safe, he will reach out and learn and become comfortable. For example, we saw these giant pine cones in BC. Oh my gosh, he wasn't going to go near it because it was dangerous. It was the funniest thing ever. But again, assure him you're safe, and I'm touching it and showing him it's safe and inviting him to explore it. We brought one home, and he was good in the end. Sorry, I keep going off on tangents. There's a reason. I'm sure there's a reason. But right now I am on the most gorgeous road on my way up to Prince Albert. I have a list in my phone of certain things I need to pick up because when I packed my tote for the Sundance, I realized, oh, I don't have my tarp. I don't have a rope. I forgot my pillow. I'm one of those people, I need a pillow. I get it. Okay, I will admit it. I'm becoming a little old lady and I do need some creature comforts. So yes, I'm going to buy a pillow so that my head and neck. I'm going to be dancing and praying and fasting. And when I lay down to sleep, I want to do what I can to ensure my body has enough comfort to relax, because it is going to be hard on my body anyway. I know I'm going to come out with a lot of pain, pulled muscles, things like that. That's okay. But I know my dreams play a big part in this ceremony as well. Sorry, I had coffee this morning and it keeps giving me heartburn. Anyway, I want to do what I can to ensure my body allows the dreams to come to me when they need to. So yeah, I'm going to get my pillow. I will have a notebook and a pen with me to write things down. One of the things I am thinking on and praying on, and I have been since my first Sundance, is the fact that after my fourth Sundance, I do a giveaway to my Sundance family. What am I going to get? What do I want to give people to honor the fact they were on this journey with me and supported me through it? I have a few ideas. I'm also very crafty. I've had so many people just say, you know what, craft and make things for people. And I agree. I love when things are made. I really do. So that's going to be part of it as well. I'll figure it out, and I know I will. But also during this time, I'm aware I have my jingle dress, but I need my moccasins and other accessories. I have a belt. I love my belt. I'm making my little like cape, my thing for my shoulders, a little shawl that's going to be perfect. The design for my moccasins, it hasn't completely formed in my brain yet. So I'm still working on that and calling it and looking for a vision for what I want. I know which hide I'm using. I already have it. But the design for the beadwork, I am trying. And I know when it's time it'll come to me and it will come to life, and that's okay. But again, I spend some of this time open to what that design can possibly look like. Excuse me. I'm also going to be praying and thanking, very thankful for what I've got in my life career-wise. My mental health and wellness center that I had just launched before I went to the Sundance last year is now busy. I have 2 additional therapists I've hired and a receptionist, an administrative person who does 50% time for me. She does all my billing, anything. She's my right hand. Anything I send to her. You know what? I have trouble with my business licenses here's my bill for the one in Moose Jaw. Here's my bill for the one in Regina. Please straighten it out, update the addresses, pay the bill. She's a godsend, an absolute godsend. And she keeps my office running. So I'm going to remember to give thanks for the help and support I've got, because without that help and support, I couldn't do what I do. I'm also realizing, for a while, I was actually working a 200% caseload because I can't turn people away when they need me. So I was working. And then it literally shocked me after 3 weeks how much I was working and how desperately I needed help. I knew I needed help, but it was kind of on a back burner because I'm too busy. I've got this, I've got that. I haven't found there's always excuses. But I finally, my eyes opened and I thought, if I keep doing this, I'm going to burn myself out. I am not going to be assistance to anybody. I love frontline work. Don't get me wrong, I will not stop doing it. Absolutely not. But I also have other gifts that include the ability to teach, the ability to meet the requirements for the business administration end. So I'm going to step back from frontline, not completely. After a lot of contemplation and self-reflection, I've decided I want to do 50% frontline work, 50% working on my business to grow it. Working on my business includes growth, includes marketing, includes advertising, includes bringing in new clients, includes finding the right support team to surround all of us with, because the support team is not just there for me, they're there for each other as well. It also includes supervision time, because I'm bringing on brand new therapists. And I'm okay with that. Everybody starts somewhere. But when I interview them, if they get as excited about my vision as I am, I want to bring them on and tell them, this is my vision, but it's not just me. This is what I want, but I'm open to feedback and share what you see in my vision too, or where you think you fit in my vision and what you can do to help this grow and become a real community hub. It's more than just a counseling center. I finally connected, well, I shouldn't say finally, I have connected with an elder who's giving me a list of elders who are willing to come and spend time and space with us in our office. And it's not just for my clients who want connections to elders. It's for me, it's for my staff, it's for the whole community. The doors are going to be open, and one afternoon, we're going to start one afternoon every 2 weeks. Come in and have coffee and talk with an elder. Anything they want to share. If they want to teach us something, hey, give me a heads up ahead of time. If you realize ahead of time, we will support it. We will get in any supplies we need, any specific space we need, all of it. We're here to learn from you. Thank you for honoring us with your knowledge and just your presence. That's literally what it is. We are opening our hearts and our heads and our minds to be present with them when they're willing to come and spend time with us. So I'm very excited for that new change. Also, with the additional therapists, I'm getting a bigger office. I am terrified. I was terrified last year launching my own space, but I felt very fortunate in finding an amazing little space that I could make work. And the price was quite low because it was hard for people to see the potential in the space. Well, I saw it and I poured my heart and soul into it, and I love my little space that I started in. But literally twice now we have had scheduling conflicts. We've had 2 different clients that both needed the playroom at the same time, so we had to make some adjustments. More recently, all 3 of us therapists had clients at the same time. So thankfully, my administrative assistant is working on that to ensure each therapist has the space they need to provide the type of counseling they provide, be it playroom, be it adult chatting, be it art therapy. Which room do you need? Let's make sure you have it and let everyone else know that room is booked, so choose a different time, please, or the other space. But the new space, oh, I'm so excited. It's going to have 2 fully stocked, dedicated playrooms. There is one office that is going to be a dedicated art therapy space. We're going to have a file room that is secured and locked up. And of course, our staff and admin are going to know where that is, and that's it. My office. I'm going to have a nice big office with a wall, a partition wall that is temporary. So I'm going to have a nice big counseling area where I can sit and counsel adults or young adults, more for the talk therapy type of things. But if another counselor needs it, we pull the partition across and they can use that portion of my office, and it's private for them. This area is actually big enough that in the future we can divide it in half. It'll become two separate, smaller, one-on-one counseling spaces. Or if you've got a big family, open it up, combine the two spaces into one so there's seating for everyone. The potential there is just amazing. My receptionist will have a nice little alcove area with the one wall is entirely windows behind her, so she gets daylight and sunlight and can see the sunlight. And in front of her is this beautiful open space for people to sit and wait for their counselor. There's going to be kind of play areas for the kids, things for kids to do. Of course, as always, there's the coffee station, there's the fridge that's got waters and sodas in it, and snacks. I tell my staff and all of my clients, hey, if you find a snack stash, help yourself. If it's something that is not open for sharing, we stash it away and hide it where you won't find it. So if it's out, absolutely. Help yourself. Enjoy. Yeah, I'm so excited for this. Oh, additionally, I have a big warehouse space in the back. So for the kids that need high energy activities to open up and to regulate, we can play basketball, we can play soccer. I'm going to set up a punching bag. So there's a boxing area. It's just so exciting. And on the side, I teach dance lessons. This area is big enough for me to teach some dance lessons on the side too. I'm so excited. I can't contain myself. I just need to know from the contractors what it'll cost to renovate, and then we have to negotiate the lease. So it's still in the air, but it's starting to come together, and I'm so excited for it. And I've got an amazing staff, and I've told them in regards to the construction, put up the walls. Once the walls are up, we can take over, because we're going to have a vision for what we want this space to be, and how inviting and creative and fun and playful and colors. As a team, we're going to make it amazing. Like I did with my current office space, I've got those entry murals. I've got stickers all over the walls. My bookshelf in the playroom that's a tree. I want that. I want all of that in my new space. So I am so excited for this growth and bringing new people forward on my journey with me, and supporting them in their own personal growth in their careers. This all just makes my heart so happy. So that's a big reason why I've decided to do 50% frontline and 50% business. Because the business includes supervision, and I do not charge my staff for supervision. If it's with me, it's a consult. We do it together. That's part of the contract we have together. That being said, when I go for supervision, you're invited to attend with me and see what and how to obtain outside supervision, what it costs, what the value of it is, all of that. We're a team. We're all growing, and we want to support each other in growth. Anyhow, that's my spiel. Oh my gosh, it's been 25 minutes already. If you've listened this far, thank you so much. I think it's time to turn this off now for now, though. I might check in again before I turn off all electronics and check into the Sundance. We'll see how it goes. You're definitely going to hear a lot from me after, because I'm going to have so much to work through after 4 days of ceremony. Thanks so much for following on my journey. I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate all of it. And see you when I see you. Have a great day, everyone.